spent some time with these men and women, and it's obvious there's just something different about them.
It started in 72 September, and I lost my arm in November of 72.
Did you really? November what?
November 22nd.
Really?
1972, the day, assassination day for Kennedy.
My goodness. Mine was November 11th.
Wow, what is it with November?
I don't know. It must be the cold weather up by Wisconsin.
It was.
But the difference has nothing to do with appearance.
That's the straightest one all day.
It has to do with perspective. Tom Murphy from Wisconsin lost his arm in a farming accident when he was 7.
That was the end of that. The worst part about it is it ruined a good jacket. You know, it's sort of...
Oh, man, don't you hate that? I did the same thing.
I'm sorry.
I did the same thing. I ruined a good jacket.
Did you do it?
No, same thing.
Everyone we met has an uncanny ability to look on the bright side.
You're laughing about this, but I think this sounds devastating. You could be crying about this.
Why? It's over.
Yeah, it's over. What are you going to do?
Rock one. Is that why you're moving in?
They entertain each other with one-arm jokes and stories about when their kids were growing up.
My oldest daughter comes up and she says, "Can I get on your lap?" Certainly. And I reached over and I pulled her up and put her on, and it was the first time any of the kids, my kids, and she looks at me and she says, "You only have one arm." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "I got 2. Get off my lap, that's it.
They welcome questions and aren't afraid to share.
We had a guy come to Colorado, for example, and he thought he was the only one with one arm because he never seen nobody else.
Sure.
When he came here, he said, "Man, I'm in hog heaven."
Oh!
This is more like coming up
huh?
to a therapy session.
I mean,
with all your friends, going to be just like you.
I mean, where else are you going to get a dime of finger breakfast?
I know, a dime of
breakfast. Who'd come up with something like that?
We're going to take above the elbow, this round. Pull.
With their positive, can-do attitudes, they make you want to rethink the way you view your own life.
Pull.
There's, I know I can name 2, 3 people that came here that were definitely depressed because of the situation.
Pull.
And the change in 2 days from when they get here to when they leave is like, it's astronomical. It's astronomical.
Pull.
And that is what this gathering's really all about.
Hey.
Olney, Texas, a small town with a big heart, and to some, for one weekend a year, it's a second home.
One Arm Death Hunt is just about family and coming to a place where you belong.
The event serves as a family reunion of sorts for amputees from around the nation. Jack Northrup is a co-founder.
Gather and exchange the thoughts and ideas, and just try to help each other towards a better way of life.
Northrup says he and his friend Jack Bishop started the Dove Hunt so upper limb amputees, the rarest of the amputee community, can have a place to feel normal. Bishop died 2 years ago, but Northrup says his dream of providing a place where amputees can make friends who truly understand one another lives on.
Yes, I've made lots of friends. There's several of us that we chat online, and a couple, 3 of us, we have each other's cell phone numbers and call each other all year long.
The One-Armed Dove Hunt has been going on for over 40 years, and in that time, many people have come together. But there's just one rule to participate in this shoot.
And that is you got to have one arm. You can't hunt. You can only spectate.
John Hennessy is an amputee counselor from Washington. He says this experience is invaluable.
It's group counseling without the clinical setting. It's basically what you've got here. It's fabulous.
Oh! Head!
Before the hunt, each shooter practices on clay pigeons. For some, it's their first time handling a firearm. Ruth Morris has made this trip for the past 7 years.
And then I also have the
wrist rotator.
Even though she was in the remake of True Grit with Jeff Bridges, Ruth says her true passion is as a medical social worker who works almost exclusively with amputees.
I think that's what's so wonderful about events like this is you come and there's healing that takes place because you see maybe someone who's ahead of you and you can see what you're capable of accomplishing.
You know, I'm from a hunting family, never really hunt. So I'm really excited to get out there and try this and kind of make a mockery of myself with my fellow one-arm people.
Ah!
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I hit it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys!
Dozens of amputees, each with their own unique story. Some lost limbs working on a farm, others at a factory. Some were born without their limbs, others lost them later in life.
I mean, it's just incredible. Like when I'm home with my whole friends that are full-bodied, I'm like, I almost feel like I don't fit in with them, but when I come to events like this, it's like, why aren't we together all the time?
But for this weekend, in this small town in Texas, they are together. For this weekend, they say they finally feel normal. In Olney, with photojournalist Jake Van Dong, Ryan Robertson, Texoma's Fox.
Camera, right? My God. That's right.
It's not your typical vacation destination, but every year dozens of people can't wait to get to this small Texoma town.
It's just like a big family reunion when we come. We just enjoy coming, visiting, seeing everybody again.
And for people like Robert Ratliff, it's what he doesn't have that makes him and the rest of these folks a family.
Since there's so few people missing upper limbs, is the fact that people who have all their limbs can't relate to it because of the fact of everything that's pretty much made is made for people with two limbs.
For 42 years now, amputees have been coming together for an activity made for two hands, and instead, do it with one. The one-armed dove hunt is a competition, but Jack Northrup, the co-founder of the event, says that's only on the surface.
We're here to help each other towards a better way of life. And especially new amputees when they come, and we can show them this is how we do this, and you got any questions? Yeah, how do you do that? I do it this way. He may do it a little differently.
You realize that you're not in this alone. There's other people out there who are overcoming lots of different things, and they're just extraordinary people of how they have overcome different things that they've had.
Did I smoke it?
So basically, it's all perspective, how you look at things, and it's keeping around people that are positive and keeping around people that realize what's happened. You can't change it, so you move on.
And for this weekend, filled with laughter each and every year, they aren't seen for what they don't have, but for what they do have, and they share it with each other. Lindsay Wapshall, KFDX 3 News.